Chi. Udah baba. Udah baba. Okay.
Hi. Hi. Hello, I'm over here.
Where's Papa? There.
Ow. Hi. You didn't know I was here? I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, I've been here all night long. Yeah. I'm over here. You're not awake yet? You know it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know we had that time change last night. Messed everything up, didn't it? Yeah. I know. I know. Today. Yeah. Are you excited? Are you excited? Dad's gonna go be awesome today? Huh? Alright, can I get a hug? Can I get a hug? Come here. Give my hug. Give my hug. What's up?
Why do you have the camera?
Trying to figure out who's eating my Doritos.
What? A few days ago, a few weeks ago, I let you eat my Doritos.
Oh, so we traded? Some live Skinner right there. You know you got it right when you listen to some live Skinner whenever they're live in concert introducing one of their brand new songs that was going to come out in the 70s. What was I going to say? Hey guys, get on RicklandArt.com and of course the House of Biceps! Go, baby! Ain't nothing but pain! Ain't nothing like the pain of not being able to train! Now they're open. That's what she said. Alright guys, we are outside and ready to go. I'm trying to block the wind. We got a good little breeze going on today. A little chilly in the air. I'm sure my microphone's going to go crazy all day long. Plan today, I'm going to see if I can actually stick with it. I am here late today. We had our daylight savings time last night. Didn't hit me until about 30 minutes before it happened that it was coming. So, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me. I don't have any kind of big plans going on, except it puts me getting here a little bit late, and it could put me getting home late, which gets me in trouble with the wife. So, my kids don't really care. I got one that's got to get up early. My 7-week-old Luke, he could care less about daylight savings times as long as you hold him and give him milk. So, plan for today, stretched out, warmed up. Use a couple of brain cells, but don't waste them. Technique work, something speed on the yoke. Don't do anything stupid. Stones, play with the stones. I want some pulls to the knees again. I think that's where the progress is going to be at. That's where the confidence is going to be at on stones. Got some tacky on the way, although I do need to order some more at that. Need some nose torque as well. Some good smelling salts. As far as inside, staying the course. 3s on log, 3s on deadlift with chains. Accessories, optional, totally optional. I feel great this week because I did no lats, biceps, triceps, or shoulder work all last week, and I felt wonderful all week. So that's it, guys. Easter Sunday for the Americanos. Let's see what the Easter Bunny brought me. Just like powerlifting, add weight, add gear. That's how it works. These powerlifters and all that gear they wear. Can you believe those guys? There we go. Look at that speed. Look at that speed. Feel the room spin. Add weight. Add gear. A little chilly. Won't lie. But I'm not going to put my t-shirt on just yet. I'm getting a good groove when I pick this thing up on my back. Haven't had that good groove. Don't know if it's just my back and the way everything's settling, or if it's the thinness of the material between the bar and my back. But I've only got a set or two left. I don't want to change it. Yes, 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 yes! All right, guys, I do believe that is yoke for today. That is progress. That is a good bit of actual working sets for me. That's the kind of work I've been talking about doing for quite a while. Today's the first day that I did it. I'm really itching to put another plate, another 110 pounds on there and give it a whirl. I think I can set a PR, but the important thing is I did the training. I really want to put 2 plates on there, pick it up and go. So I missed it last week, but I'm not. So I think I'm not anyway. I'm gonna pack this up, get inside, put my stone sleeves on, hit some stones, guys. Now, if you're watching me do the yoke and you're breaking things down, the big thing that I did different this week than last week, this is my 2nd week in a row using the SS yoke bar for squats, box squats, instead of a straight bar. My shoulders feel better, my hips feel better, my back feels better, everything feels better, it feels more fresh. On top of that, it's my 2nd week in a row to do good morning squats instead of weightlifting squats on Fridays. I don't know if that takes anything out of me that that would improve on this, but my back and hamstrings are getting better. Back and hamstrings are more fresh. I was also very active yesterday. I didn't sit down much. I didn't do my usual Saturday of laying around doing nothing, which means I'm a little tired today, but my joints don't hurt from just sitting around. So if you're looking to make progress on the super yoke, work on your good mornings, hit them with volume, not killing yourself with intensity of beating up your joints, and use the SS yoke bar. Now, as far as movement wise, a big thing that it just worked today. I've been trying to get my hamstrings more active. I know that I have to move with knees bent on the super yoke, the same as farmer's walk. If you want to be fast, your knees have to be bent basically at all times. That's going to facilitate the body to move quicker, just like if you're running. Now, there's always going to be a certain point where you add a certain amount of weight on the bar to where you start walking like you're Frankenstein. Your legs are going to lock. You're not going to be able to sprint and run with it. but I believe I'm strong enough to do that, and I should be able to do that. So my goal is to be able to move with this with my knees bent. Hamstrings haven't been strong enough. Today, hamstrings are fresh, and I was able to actually kick with my glutes on every step. That's huge. To be able to use my glutes when I step, that's the kick that propels me forward. Now I've got something, my back leg carrying me through with that glute while the front leg is moving forward. So instead of just having one leg moving forward, I've got one leg kicking while the other leg is moving forward. It's very important. Think about that again. One leg is kicking me, propelling me forward, while the other foot is stepping forward. It's very important with the yoke to stay in front of it, to keep your chest and body in front of it. If the weight ever sets directly on top of you, then you're walking like Frankenstein, you're in trouble, and you're slow. So what's important about that? Not only am I getting stronger, but that's a transferable skill over to farmer's walk and the Conan's wheel. Both of them, to move fast, you have to have your knees bent, you have to be able to sit on your hamstrings, and you have to be able to kick with your glutes. So if you're like me and you're one of those guys that's got some shoulder issues, some bicep and lat issues, you can't train the Conan's wheel and farmer's walk every single week. If you can get a super yoke on your back with any kind of grip, you can always practice technique. You can practice that kick. You can practice that progress. And then when you're ready to move back over to the farmer's walk or the Conan's wheel, you should be within a striking distance of setting some PRs. Let's get moving, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Let's see what the Easter Bunny left me. And let's hope it's not a snake. Wow. Looks like he left me a 285 and a 310 stone to play with today. I love the Easter Bunny. Oh, me. Feeling that. Woo! Jet lands and the world spins. Getting stronger every week. Look at that tacky, guys. That's what my stones are like when I grab them. Every single stone turns that. You see my sleeves. Hopefully, let me see how close I can get in. There we go. You see my sleeves? I didn't cinch them up good enough here at the top where I've got them hooked and it slid down. You can see where it was grabbing here. So I was loading that last stone. You can see where the tacky is on my long sleeve shirt. Slipping a little bit, pulling on the bicep. Not the safest thing in the world, but can't complain, guys. That's a PR. That's a PR right there. Let me get these things off. I'll talk some more. I did order new tacky. Got some coming in. This is Brian Blazer sent me this years ago, and there's still a little bit in the bottom, but it's hard as a rock. Jackal's Jack Tack. Love this stuff. It's what I was going back and forth using today. Got just a hair left in there. And it's what I use quite a bit when it's warm. Elite Tacky, the training blend. That's actually a pretty solid warm weather tacky for me. It's a little bit thicker than the other stuff. The other stuff reminds me of the Reband stuff. I don't know. It all works, man. I like it all. Alright guys, that was stones for today. That's pretty much exactly what I had planned for, what I needed to do today. My goal was to do the real training work with the 285 and the 310. I got both of those done. Easter Bunny had those hidden for me under the big yellow pyramid. I discovered them when I got here. They were probably hidden sometime around last Wednesday, if I had to take a guess. Easter Bunny just knows that kind of thing. This kind of training is really, really important. And honestly, some of the stuff that people just, don't know about, it's really stuff that I've either forgotten about or I've taken for granted because I've done it for so many years. I've had my clients, I've had my athletes do it as well. This is the builders of strongman. It's the builders of Atlas stones. People get into a lot of trouble just going out and lifting stones. Trying to load 5 stones for time, trying to just load heavy stones. That's the big mistake that all beginners seem to make, is just going out and grabbing the heaviest stone they can, and they lift it until they miss. Too much time testing, not enough time training. So I feel my biceps working quite a bit. My right bicep is working a pretty good amount. Most of that's because I'm tucking my right hand under the stone. If you can see, when I'm grabbing the stone, I'm getting down, I'm rolling the stone over to my left hand to get my right hand under the stone. With the smaller stones, my hands are so large, my hands take up most of the entire stone, when I'm down there grabbing the stone. So most, the lighter stones, the smaller stones, they were slipping from my hands because there's no forearm grippage on the stone. As the stones got bigger with the 285, it was considerably easier because finally, my forearms got to stick to the stone. With the 310, that's the good time when it would have been nice to have been shirtless and I would have put a little more tacky on my upper forearm and my bicep as well, because it's starting to stick. Once I get to the 345, I really need to be able to put some kind of tacky on that bicep. With 365, I need a dotted tacky on the bicep, the shoulder, and the chest. Got to figure out something to do with the beard as well. Now, these paused Atlas stone cradles are really, really important. So are the loads after. If you're someone like me whose biggest issue with stones are getting them off the ground, I'm one of those guys that if I can get it off the ground, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to load that sucker. And if you're like me, this is a great way to train it without getting totally beat up. Couple things to watch for. Watch whenever I'm picking the stone up off the ground. It's not a front squat. It's not a deadlift at all. It's not a clean. I'm not lifting it with an arched back. My chest isn't up. It's not a weightlifting movement at all. It's not a front squat and that my chest is up and it's a posture type thing. This is very, very akin to a proper deadlift. It's very, very akin to a box squat. My shins are almost vertical. The first thing I do when I get down, my knees are a little bit forward, but the first thing that I do is stick my butt up in the air and use my legs to verticate. It's a new word I'm going to trademark. I'm going to verticate my shins, and I'm using my butt and hamstrings and my lats to stabilize to lift the stone off the ground. It's very similar to a box squat. It's one important reason why the box squat continues to build my Atlas stones, as well as all of my other events as well. And another big thing to watch right here, I'm pausing with my hands somewhere around my knees. My goal is to have it around my knees. Last week it was a little bit above. This week I think I got it right in the spot right around my knees, where the pause is. I felt it on my bicep a little bit after the pause. When I got to the pause and I had to have that torque to bring it over my knees and into my lap. So there's a little bit of bicep pull going on there, which means there's a whole lot of explosion needed at that point. And those keys of explosion, those points of torque, are very important points to train. Those are points where injuries happen. That point right off the ground when you lift with the bicep instead of the legs. That point right over the knees where you turn it with the biceps instead of rowing it with your lats to get underneath it. And that point where you're pulling back and you pull with the biceps instead of pushing the hips forward and getting under the stone. And it's important to train all those pieces to build a strong, safe Atlas Stone King. All right, guys, I've got some things on the log that I want to get done. Only one way it's going to get done for me to get inside and get moving. Let's get moving, guys. Man, I hope the Easter Bunny comes back. That 345 and that 365 are looking real sweet over there. Opportunity, let's go! That's right! That's right! And wait! Let's go! It's a PR day today! Can't stop! Hi. You too. Hi to you. Uh-huh. What is going on down here? What is going on? Dad's not supposed to multitask.